the innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
All right, welcome everybody here. JT Norville alongside Doug Kuhlman. Bring you the action this early start today, Doug. Man, school just got out.
I know, I kind of feel like I should be in lunch right now, but here we are getting ready for a tip-off for a basketball game, JT.
I got to be honest with you, Doug. I'm playing hooky from work.
Well, we're glad you're here, JT, to make call on this game. Hopefully we can see a Cougar victory here.
Tonight, Doug is going to be working 4 games tonight. We've got Bishop DuBourg, both boys and girls. We're going to kick off with the JV girls. Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers coming from the city of St. Louis out here to St. Charles County. We'll start with the JV girls here at 3:30, and then JV boys following that, and then we'll rotate back to girls. I'll be back on the air to do the girls, and Doug, and forgive me, Doug, who will be doing
Brian Brainsteiner. Yes,
he'll be bringing you both boys games tonight, and the last boys game starts at 7 p.m.
7:15. That is correct. Mm-hmm.
So we got a 4-pack tonight for all you Lady fans tonight, Lady Cougar fans. Thanks for joining us on this early start. A little bit of frigid out there today, Doug.
It was chilly. I'll tell you what, I did not expect to have to put on the heavy jacket, but that's why we're nice and warm here in the gym watching a little basketball, and should be a great night of action with the Cavaliers again and the Cougars.
Well, always great to be up here with you and Brent, our Director of Sports Technology, and good to be in the booth with you. The Lady Cavaliers are led by Sheena Swanigan and assisted by Annie Stallings, so should be a good matchup here. The Cougars and the Cavaliers. Hey, interesting here, Doug. The Cougars are in their black jerseys. Is this like hockey now? We just choose the color?
Yeah, play the away ones here. I don't know, but hey, I think what it was is the Cavaliers gave us a call here about an hour ago and said, hey, we only have white jerseys for tonight, so we had to shift on the pivot.
Yeah, that's a good pivot, and I think, it's something that you might see the Cougars employing in the future. You never know, but, taking that hockey-style approach.
Right.
As Bonham gets the steal, and she's going to go up for the layup and make it a quick 2-0 game for the Cougars.
Good defense out there on top by Carly Bonham, as you would call her, Cardi B.
Cardi B. Hopefully Grandma and Grandpa Lorraine is listening from Michigan. If you are, hopefully you are, and catching the action. Your daughter just kicked off the Cougars for a 2-0 lead in this first quarter.
Well, JT, these teams last played here on Monday, December 6th. So it's been about 6 weeks since they played, and in both those games, both the JV and the varsity, the Cougars got the best of the Cavaliers. However, as I understand it, the Cavaliers were down 2 of their key players on both JV and varsity.
Interesting. Bonham kicks it up to Crenning. Crenning's going to go up with the right hand, and she's going to be fouled as she goes up. So the freshman really has elevated her. Crenning has elevated her game throughout the year, Doug.
Yeah, watching her a little bit at the C-team level here at the outset, she did not have that same attack to the basket and or the confidence she's playing with now. So the coach, Coach Kitchell's moved her up to play both C-team as well as the JV here, and she's really given us some quality minutes on the JV level.
I love that Bonham-Crenning 1-2 punch.
Absolutely.
As that reins it in, floats off the back of the iron, and had just the right spin on it, Doug, that it went in. 3-0 Cougars. And they're starting out a press. Kitchell, Coach Matt Kitchell, employs the full court press as the Cavaliers break it. And off the mark, and Kuhlman forces the jump ball.
Well, I think if she were in a little bit better position down there on the block, would have had that defensive rebound and be able to get out on the run. But nevertheless, jump ball go over to the Cavaliers.
Love Kuhlman's tenacity. Oh, and breakdown in the inbounds play as the Cavaliers stepped in front and got an easy bucket there to make it 3-2. Bonham finds Kuhlman, the lefty, surveys. Bonham drives, kicks it to Bola.
Here's a shot.
And that's going to be a blocking foul on the Cavaliers. Again, the Cavaliers led by Sheena Swanigan right in front of us.
You know, foul there was on number 22, and I did not see a foul on number 22 on a block there, but nevertheless the officials did. So
Young in the corner, going to set it up top with Kuhlman. Back inside to Young. She powers in, and no call there, and the Cavaliers strip it away. Maybe that's a makeup call for the previous one, Doug. Now we're even.
Yeah.
Up the ladder, loose ball. Young gets it and kicks it to Bonham, and she's going to dribble her up across half court. Good pass down to Bulla and up and in. Good eye contact there and communication with the eyes there, Doug, as Bonham finds Bulla.
Cardi B able to get that underneath to Bulla for the quick deuce. Oh, we're going to have a travel.
Crenning got the steal there on the press, kicked it to Bonham, and she took an extra step there.
Yeah, I think Carly just saw that open lane to the bucket, and she was going to go in for a quick two, and just eyes got bigger than wanting to dribble there. And we're going to go back the other way, JT.
Yeah. Travel on the Cavaliers. Unforced error there, Doug. 5-2 here early in the first, so Young's going to get an open 17-footer off the mark, but Bulla had position, misses the follow-up layup. Kuhlman causes the jump ball. Boy, those are the numbers that just don't show up in the stats, Doug.
Yeah, you know, when you're just playing, going for the offensive rebound there and you didn't quite get it, just get down after it. Here's a shot.
Crenning. Oh, man, we had a good angle on that. Young offensive rebound. Boy, this JV team has come to play tonight.
Yeah, well, you know, you wanted to see that, JT, after kind of the lackluster effort against Ellsbury here. You know, it was only a half last Friday, but nevertheless, it was just not a good half of basketball for the Lady Cougars.
So that was a jump ball. The arrow belonged to the Cavaliers here as Bonham tries to pick the pocket. Bull over the top. As Coach Sheena Swanigan called for a timeout about 10 times there, Doug, and she finally got it.
Yeah.
At least she's getting a good laugh out of it here.
I heard it on the first one right there myself. I'm kind of, and you and I both have these headsets on, and boy, the officials just got that. It's good.
So, Doug, we're about halfway through this first quarter, and you know what I've noticed out there is, thank you, Doug. What I've noticed is we have a line open where you fans can text into. We'd love to hear from you, who you're out there rooting for. It's 314. Doug, I'm telling you, I'm going to the eye doctor on Friday. I cannot read that. So can you please read the number where the fans can text in?
Absolutely. We're going to have our Director of Sports Technology make the font a little bit bigger there. 314-497-3014. Again, 314-497-3014. Good defense by Sydney Young there, JT, to swat that one out, and it'll go back over to the Cavaliers.
So that really is reality. I am going to the eye doctor.
Oh, that is?
Friday.
Okay, I thought you were kidding. You're serious.
So next time up in the booth where you see I've got some readers, you know why.
Well, you're almost 40, JT. You're almost 40.
Bonham tries, loses it, and the Cavaliers kick it out of bounds. You know what I see tonight that I didn't see? Gosh, was that Friday night?
It's Friday night, yes, sir.
Bonham's got that look in her eye.
Mm-hmm.
It's that look that she's came to play tonight, so I can see the intensity. I think there might have been some nerves being on the Claw broadcast.
Absolutely,
you know?
being on the Claw broadcast, and frankly being the first home game of this season for the JV team.
Kuhlman is on the ground. She is such a physical player. As Crenning has, you know what? Crenning wants a Claw award.
Well, I heard the girls talking later or after last game, and Sydney had that Claw award here last game here in JT on Friday night, and the other girls were like, why don't I get one? Well, the answer is because you didn't play as well as Sydney. That's an easy answer.
So Lashley checks in for Bulla. Good pass there from Young to Kuhlman. She goes up with the left hand, is fouled. Good movement of the basketball there as Young found Kuhlman heading towards the basket there, and Kuhlman's going to go to the line for two.
Well, that's one of those ones there. You want to see that. You want to see Grace there take it up with the right hand, even though she's a left-handed player. Take it up with the right hand, protect the ball a little bit more, might get it up to the basket.
And misses the first. Does she have that skill, Doug?
Well, we practiced it at home.
So Mays checks in for Crenning. Man, good minutes there for Crenning. Kuhlman misses it, follows it up, off. Lashley, loose ball, offensive rebound, and Grace Lashley.
Right place at the right time. Good play by Lashley.
Tell you what, the Cougars are really crashing the offensive boards here as the Cavaliers break the press here. And loose ball, and then Bonham's headed the other way, finds Lashley slashing down the left side. Bonham inside to Young. Young, good move and is fouled. Sidney Young with a good right-hand move there.
Let's see if we have the other one up in storage. We might. Sorry about that, JT. Had a quick side conversation here with Jim Clark, longtime Lutheran Cougar announcer here, talking about the new scorers table we'll be breaking out here in a few weeks. Video front scoreboard. So looking forward to having that here at Cougar basketball games.
That would be a nice upgrade.
Absolutely.
As Young hits the first of two. Doug, you missed the move there by Young, but she physical play, got to the right side of the hoop, and got 1 of 2 from the line.
Oh,
Mays
good defensive
jumped
play
out
from
of
Mays
nowhere.
there.
As
Absolutely.
Norville's going to check in for Young.
Well, the Cougars are kind of missing a lot of free throws here to begin this game, JT. We're going to need to hit a little better clip here, and we could build a bigger lead. So.
The Cavaliers drive, and that's going to be a foul, I think, on Norville there.
I couldn't really tell if it was going to be on Norville or it was going to be on Mays from punching it behind there, but nevertheless. Quick shout out here, JT, from Papa and Mimi Young. Really appreciate us being able to stream this game, and I will say this. It's one thing to have the voice of the Cougars here, JT. It is quite another to have the Director of Sports Technology, Brent Gossett, because if you could see the 17 monitors that he's brought and the 43 cords, you would understand very quickly. Without him, this would not be happening. So thank you to Brent.
This is a legit operation with Brent involved.
Absolutely.
If it was just me and you, Doug, it wouldn't be pretty. As the Cougars 15-footer by Kuhlman. She follows her shot on the ground, and that's going to be a jump ball as Kuhlman gets in a game of, what is that game where you twist it on the ground there?
Twister.
Twister, yes.
Absolutely.
Kuhlman had the one arm behind her back, and she was twisted on the ground. Mays gets the steal and sends it to Bonham in the corner. That press has really got the Cavaliers confused. Kuhlman, pump fake, goes baseline, up. And, Doug, did she miss all the baskets?
She might have got just
She got in between, hey, I'm going to not use the backboard. I am going to use the backboard.
Yeah.
And she ended up missing everything.
Absolutely. That was definitely not the shot you want to see there on an open layup.
Kuhlman. Ooh, good pass
That's
into
bucket.
Norville.
Ooh, almost.
She misses the entire rim.
No. She got a little bit of rim on that one, JT.
Lashley gets the steal. They've got Norville on the deep side from Mays. Off the mark. Bonham follows it. Finds Norville.
Bucket.
Norville up and in.
Nice shot by Grace.
If you first don't succeed, try again as Norville capitalizes on the turnover. Kuhlman with the steal. Finds Bonham too high, and that's going to be out of bounds on the Cougars. Boy, a lot of action right there, Doug.
Yeah, nevertheless, a lot of steals so far. I want to say the Cougars are looking at the unofficial count. We're looking at 8 steals they've had so far in this first quarter. You still have 2 minutes left to go in this quarter.
So again, this is Bishop DuBourg taking on the Lady Cougars here, the JV matchup. Following this game, Doug, we'll see the JV boys, and you'll still be on the mic here.
Can't wait. In the words of Bart Scott from the New York Jets, can't wait.
And, Kuhlman just gets shoved away. Bonham inside to Norville. Norville walks but doesn't get.
I was going to say, I think the traveling did not get called on there. JT, quick break in the action here. Shout out. Appreciate the link here. Great commentating from Angela Rice. So thank you, Angela, for tuning in and joining us on this Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers and Lutheran High Cougars.
Bonham in a patented Lutheran High inbounds play there. It usually takes teams 2 or 3 times to figure that out as Bonham expands the lead 13-2. Cougars in their typical away black alternative jerseys And a little hockey style is Mays.
Ooh.
Off the mark, and the Cavaliers control the ball. Boy, physical play by the Cougars, not letting the Cavaliers see any daylight here, Doug.
No,
That's going to be a travel on the Cavaliers.
Tell you what, I love Kanaya Mays coming off the bench here, really providing a spark, especially just she's getting up and down the court and really having some good pressure defense here for these Cougars, JT.
She's creating chaos for the Cavaliers.
Absolutely.
Crenning inside to Bonham. Bonham finds Mays. And she's fouled, and Coach Swanigan is not seeing something she likes on defense right in front of us.
I think they're going to have Kanai on the line here, unless it was on the floor. I couldn't really tell.
So that's 5 team fouls on the Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers.
Looks like that was on the floor, so Cougars ball underneath the basket.
Crenning up on the slick inbounds play from Bonham, the general. Boy, Bonham's having a great game. She wants that.
She wants the claw.
She wants a T-shirt, Doug. Baseline.
Good defense by both Norville and Lashley there, JT, to cut off that drive to the bucket.
Johnston towering for the Cavaliers. Audrey Johnston standing 5'9".
Well, you know, you got to wonder, the Cavaliers here definitely have a height advantage. You want to go inside. I'd like to see some passes into Audrey Johnson there on the block and let her go to work, JT.
The problem is they've not been able to set up any offense as Norville takes a 15-footer up and good. She's got 4 on the afternoon. She's got her grandparents here tonight, Doug.
Oh,
watching
nice.
her. Yeah, came all the way from Taylorville, Illinois. They're usually faithful claw announcers. She's also going to pick up her second foul, so it's kind of a 2-to-1 ratio right now.
It's all right. You know, you'd rather give up a foul there, but you get a bucket. So, and put Johnston at the line. Now, JT, that's what we were just talking about, was let Johnston go to work down below with that height advantage that she does have over these Cougars.
9.8 left on this in this first quarter, Doug, and the Cougars have had their way, 17-2.
Yeah. I think it's all of those fast break buckets, JT, and it's all the pressure defense that the Cougars have had in the backcourt to generate those easy layups.
Coach Kitchell's got to be happy with the results so far. Mays, she's going to be called travel. Caught that on the run, tried to stop, a little bit of a awkward catch there for Mays, and 4 left on the clock. Hate to see get the Cavaliers another chance here, but Mays in her face, and that's going to end the first, and we're going to hear a word from our sponsors here.
And we're going to go to our bronze sponsors here to start out tonight, JT. So our bronze sponsors, John Manufacturing, a couple of alumni owners of that, sponsors of Lutheran High, John and Carol Lottis. Also, Mike Suttlemeyer, another alumni of AMP Restoration. I just had them do my roof, and they do a great job. Give Mike a call. Ben-Hur Construction, a couple of alumni parents there as well. John and Tony Vogt, appreciate your support. From CertaPro Painters, another family here at Lutheran High. Andy and Shay Wiggins, the owners of CertaPro Painters. The Kyle Hannigan Group, another all-state football player that played for me back here about 15 years ago. Kyle Hannigan Group, his real estate. Also, SCS Telecom Supply, Stephen Carroll Pauk. That is the father of our women's basketball coach, Aaron Lutschwager. So, Stephen Carroll Pauk. Tyler and Marie Branicki of Branicki Hardware. Another alumni, Joe Pallardy of Pallardy Electric. Someone who I happen to be sitting right next to, and I consider a good friend, I don't know if he does, is JT Norville. JT and Maria Norville, owners of Midas Hospitality. Also, Connie Lewis from Impression Apparel. And finally, another alumni here, TJ Fisher of Claims Adjuster. So, hope I didn't speak out of bounds when I said a good friend of mine.
No, you're a really good friend, a great friend. I'm going to remind our fans out there listening tonight, we've got the text chat line open at 314-497-3014. Would love to hear where you're listening in and rooting for, but appreciate you guys bringing your ears to the broadcast.
Well, you know, JT, we do know we have somebody down in Texas. We got some people down in Florida, and I believe we have one in Colorado right now.
So good distribution right there as Kuhlman gets the steal there.
Well, I like how once she grabbed it there, she didn't look to push. She just looked to.
Then she turns it right back
over there, and she's going to foul here. Oh, and she doesn't.
You know, that's some negative thinking there, Doug, as Young gets the defensive rebound, kicks at the bottom, and she's going to bring it across half court. Good defense stopping Bonham, and Kuhlman finds Mays. Mays gets tripped, no call, loose ball. Kuhlman's on the floor. Mays scoops it up.
Oh, it's like Coach Kitchell was trying to call a timeout there and didn't quite get that in. But look at that, JT. Look who's able to punch that ball away on the defensive end. Kanaya Mays.
Mays came to play tonight.
She really did. I mean, she has. I don't think she's put one in the bucket yet, JT, but she's also one who could potentially be earning some votes for the Claw Award here.
She's saying, hey, Coach Kitchell, pay attention to me. That's what she's saying right now. Let's see if she can get some offensive action going here as she gets the steal.
Could be it.
Up, smooth, just a little bit strong. Bonham falls it, and Bonham gets called for stepping out of bounds as she's got the offensive rebound there.
Now those size 6 shoes she's wearing there, if she was only a size 5, she'd have been in bounds, but just right on that tiptoe.
Doug, I noticed the fan base over there. There's a good set of grandparents over here representing the Kuhlman family.
I do see a couple of them, yep.
Bula gets the steal. Boy, that was a beast of a steal there. She just ripped it out of her hands.
She did.
Inside to Mays. Boy, Mays is going to crack the lid off that basket soon as Young saves it to Bonham. Kitchell gets a timeout there.
Great timeout there from Coach Kitchell. I think he saw Carly there in a little bit of trouble and was able to
It just gives us another opportunity to mention some of our great sponsors.
Absolutely. Our blue level sponsors. Vince and Kristen Bonham, Shamrocks Bar and Grill, Alan and Christy Kaufman, and Mascots Bar and Grill. Also our gray sponsors, Abigail K. Photography, John and Kelly Brickner, Mark Cherry and Dr. Wendy Meyer Cherry, Wes and Kelly Colbert, Ramon and Angel Hicks, Glenn and Laura Mankin, Matt and Amy Murphy, Mike and Tina Miller, Joe and Michelle Thomason, and Butch and Gina Powley. Thank you for your support of Lutheran High School.
17-2, 5 and change left in the second quarter of the JV girls game as the Lady Cougars here are taking on the Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers from the city of St. Louis, South City.
Well, JT, I don't think we've had a bucket yet here in this second quarter. This quarter started 17-2, and it's where we're at right now.
Young goes up and in.
Spoke too soon. Good bucket there by Sydney Young down the block.
The freshman. This is a Zion Bobcat alum.
Boy, would you look at that. Look who's knocking the ball out again. Kanaya Mays.
And my former color man, Quinn Young, is her brother, still at Zion.
Well, you know, I definitely did not see a walk there, and frankly, I'm not sure if I'm going to call it with a score of 19-2 right now. That's right in front of us, and we could not see that walk, but nevertheless, official saw a walk. Ball goes back over to the Cougars, JT.
And Lashley is in for the Cougars here. You got Lashley, Bulla, Mays, Young, and Bonham is in the corner to Bonham. Drives, kicks it to Lashley. I'd like to see her take that shot, Doug.
Yeah, that's a nice 16-footer she had right there.
You know, I'm going to use another hockey analogy, but they end up with the turnover there, or the jump ball. Let's put the ball or the puck towards the net,
yeah,
right?
Right.
So maybe that's a bad analogy. I don't know.
No. I get it.
Like, take the shot. As Crenning is going to check in for Mays.
You know, like Michael Jordan always said, you can't score if you don't shoot.
That's right. So Lashley, I'd like to see her have some confidence. Young in the corner. Bing! Oh, I thought that was on the mark there. A little premature call there, Doug. It's kind of an amateur move.
No, it's not at all, because I almost said the same thing.
Young has got such a silky stroke there. I thought that was dead in from the corner by Sydney. She was our Claw Award winner from the first game of 2022. She was a little bit shocked. We did an interview with her at, I think, halftime of the varsity game on Friday night. But anyway, let's get back to the action.
That was nice, yeah. And we had a little fact checked here. Thanks for calling out my mistake. Actually, it was not Michael Jordan that said you can't score if you don't shoot. It was hockey player Wayne Gretzky. And I wasn't sure if I believed that, but I just Googled it. And thank you, caller, for letting us know.
Yep, that is accurate. Ooh, good. Nope, Lashley was on the line there. Sorry, Doug.
No, all good. Of course, that was just like life at my house, because that was my wife who told me I was wrong saying that. So apparently so.
15-footer by the Cavaliers.
Well, that was a nice bucket there by Haley Dunavant. She really kind of spotted up there and was able to put that in the bottom. And the Cavaliers are going to need more of those here if they want to get back in this game.
Oh, Crenning, I'd like to see her take that shot, but she steps up, hits a 15-footer.
Yep. Likes the 15-footer, not the 20-footer.
That's Ella Crenning with the bucket here, the freshman.
Way to move with the bucket. Way to move with the ball by the freshman.
So Kitchell did take the press off with the Cougars up 21-4, and that's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Cavaliers here.
Well, and I think that's the right move to take that press off here. When you have a 15-point lead here, rather now points, not a bad idea to take the press off and just let these young ladies play half-court basketball on both sides.
Off the mark for the Cavaliers, and Norville controls the rebound, and she throws a rainbow to Bonham, and she crosses half court.
Shoot. Oh, I thought that was.
Oh, and Norville throws it to the wrong team, and here comes the Cavaliers the other way. Good move there by the Cavaliers. No call, and Coach Swanigan doesn't like the no call there.
Well, I think that was. I do not have that young lady's number on our JV girls roster here, so apologize here. We could not get number 12 on the JV girls roster.
It was a great move
that was
by
a
her.
Nice take to the bucket.
For any Cavalier fans out there, thanks for joining us. Norville at the free throw line throws it out of bounds, and I think she's panicking a little bit there, Doug.
I couldn't really tell if she was panicking or she expected Bonham to pop out there a little bit higher to give her a little bit easier pass. So, nevertheless, ball goes back over to the Cavaliers.
The second quarter's gotten a little sloppy here,
it has,
Doug.
on both ends, both the offensive and defensive ends for both teams.
Here's 12 again, cutting the pierce of the defense there. Bonham and Crenning got to protect the paint there up front.
Yeah, number 12 comes in there. I apologize, we do not have her number. If there's any listeners out there, that would help if we knew what number. She's not on our roster. Nevertheless, she made a nice bucket, made a nice move to the bucket there. Create some offense for these Cavaliers.
That's going to stay with the Cavaliers. Loose ball out of bounds. So we do have a new function tonight. I don't know if we've been using it yet or if we have to call for it, but we do have a replay function out there that we can utilize. New technology here for the Claw broadcast.
I think we're going to need to wait for a great play, JT, and then we're going to say, Brent, let's see a replay of that. Hopefully we have one coming up here as Ella Crenning drives to the bucket.
Smooth with the left hand with Crenning, but she stopped and skidded there.
Yeah. We don't want to see a replay of that one though, Brent. Hold off.
But I love how she uses the left hand. It can use both hands, Crenning, this freshman. So
yeah, absolutely.
She has definitely upped her game throughout the season. Kanaya Mays steps in front of the pass there, and that's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to go over to the Cougars. Boy, Mays has showed up on the defensive end for sure. She just hasn't been able to buy a bucket yet.
Does she have just the one bucket? Does she have two?
Know.
Does she have a deuce? I can't remember if she has a deuce or. Nevertheless, she is definitely one who is leading the Cougars tonight in steals and in defensive pressure. JT, absolutely.
Young checks in for Bulla. Crenning, now look at her with the right hand. Like I said, Doug, she can, dribble both sides of the court. Young in the corner.
Got away with a double dribble there, JT.
Mays finds Crenning. Crenning had Norville on the back end, just a hair too late.
Oh, man, I saw a bucket there for an assist from Crenning over to Norville.
21-4, 2 minutes left in this first half of this JV girls game as the Cavaliers from Bishop DuBourg, number 12 for Bishop DuBourg, pours it in for a three. And again, any Bishop DuBourg fans out there, if you could let us know what the number 12's name is. Lashley just inside the three-point line, off the mark. Young, offensive rebound, kicks it to Lashley, 10-footer off the mark. Mays, off the mark. Boy, several chances there, Doug.
Yeah, Cougars got to hit that one, especially up close like that. You get 4 shots at it.
Cavaliers controlled on the offensive side. Boy, they're having a hard time. Where was this number 12?
Yeah, she did not play in the first quarter here, so she's a big help for these Lady Cavaliers, JT.
She might bounce back in between varsity and JV.
Yeah, could be.
Kitchell's got to recognize this and maybe adjust the defensive plan here as Bonham checks back in. Lashley almost gets a hand on it. And number 12, Johnston, offensive rebound. Lashley controls the loose ball, though, for the Cougars. Kicks at the Bonham.
Nice shot block there by
Crossover by Bonham. That was she would have finished. That was maybe worth a replay there as she had a killer crossover out front.
Yeah, she really did, yeah.
But
nice
the
change
Cougars
of direction.
turn it over.
Well, and that play was started, that break there, by some more great defensive pressure there by Sydney Young, JT.
Young, a fixture in that middle. That looked like a travel, no call, as Johnston dribbles and grinning in there with the trees. Jump ball.
You know, I think number 33 there, Caroline Darden, just thought she was going to get fouled. So as she went in there with her, 5'10" height, felt like she might get fouled. And kind of the shot was a little wild, but nevertheless got the own rebound and then drew the foul.
Bola checks in for Young. 60 seconds left in this first half. Johnston gets it underneath the paint, goes up and in. 21-9. The Cavaliers found their mojo, and it's cut it to a 12-point game.
12-point lead. Well, I think a big part of that is number 12, JT, for the Cavaliers coming in and not playing that first quarter. She's really providing a spark and a lift.
Lashley controls it, kicks it to Norville in the corner to Bonham. Bonham, three-pointer off the mark, and the Cavaliers control the rebound. They got a good look there, Doug.
They did. Nice shot. That's one that Carly buried last time, so anytime Carly has that open shot, you want her to take it.
Oh, I love how Krenning's playing tonight, man. Hey, the ball's on the floor. Guess where she's going?
On the floor.
On the floor to get it.
Absolutely.
You just can't teach that, Doug.
Nope. It's all about that want-to, JT, because not everybody wants to get on that floor.
Speaking of floor, where's Kuhlman been?
I think she's right there. She is not on the floor because she's been on the floor, right? Got a little confusion here from the officials. I think one of them had a foul and one of them had a out of bounds, and I think it was simply out of bounds.
Offensive rebound for the Cavaliers, and that's going to be a foul.
Nice block by Grace Norville there, and then the number 33 draws the
Darden.
Yep. Gets the own rebound here, and I think then Grace Norville picked up that foul after a nice block.
The Cavaliers are starting to wear down the Cougars here in the paint, as you've noticed. But the Cougars still lead 21-9 with 19.9 left in the second quarter.
Well, Cougars have been outscored here now in this quarter, JT, 7-4.
That's off the mark. Good block out there by Norville. But it goes off or out of bounds.
Well, let's see if hopefully the Cougars don't give up an easy one underneath the bucket like they have the last two times that the Cavaliers had this bucket here. And here we go. Look at, we just said that, JT.
Yep.
I tell you what, that's got to improve.
You got to step in front of the player, not play behind him.
It looks like Norville picked up the foul right there. JT, I don't know how many fouls that is on her.
That's
three?
I think she's 3.
3 fouls, okay.
Johnston, boy, really playing a good second quarter here for the Cavaliers.
Well, Johnston's playing a lot better this quarter than she was in the first quarter there, JT. She's kind of demanding that ball down the block, and she's been able to make the Cougars pay, whether it be nice, easy layups or getting herself to the free throw line.
21-10, 16.4 left, and good block out there by Sydney Young. Kicks at the Bonham. Let's see if they can finish on a positive note as Bonham finds Bula. She can't handle it. Out of bounds.
Well, I think that was a great idea by Bonham there, JT, but I think Carly Bulla just wasn't quite expecting Bonham to be able to thread a pass into her there.
And here comes number 12 for the Cavaliers. Krenning's going to get a chance with the steal. She goes up with 1 second, and she misses the layup. Oh, she's disappointed.
Yeah, I think she's going to want that one back. I think any of us would want that one back. But nevertheless, nice steal on her part, and the Cougars are going to lead this game at halftime, 21-10, JT.
Doug, that's halftime here. I think do we have some highlights to
we're going to go
maybe
to
play?
Some highlights and to some other commercials here. So we'll have a couple of commercials and some highlights, and we'll be back with you here in about 8 minutes here at the start of the third quarter.
You're in for a real treat at A&W. New real fruit shakes and sundaes. Choose from pineapple, strawberry, or blackberry. Try one now. It might just be the cherry on top of your day. Only at your local A&W.
Say thank you to the place that matters most, starting with a free estimate from CertaPro Painters. Whatever the painting project, your local neighborhood CertaPro Painters will do the job beautifully. Start your on-site or remote estimate today at CertaPro.com. Proven and trusted experts in painting.
You're in for a real treat at A&W. New real fruit shakes and sundaes. Choose from pineapple, strawberry, or blackberry. Try one now. It might just be the cherry on top of your day. Only at your local A&W.
Off. Lashley, loose ball, offensive rebound. As the Cavaliers break the press here. And loose ball, and then Bonham got 1 of 2 from the line.
Oh,
Mays. Mays gets the steal.
no. She got a little bit of rim
All right, welcome back. We're at halftime here. Thanks for Brent for showing the replays of the first half. As just a recap, the Cougars got off to a great start in the first quarter, 17-2, and I think they got a little bit comfortable in their shoes there. And the Cavaliers woke up from Bishop DuBourg and finished 21-10 at the half, and so the Cavaliers won that second quarter, 8-4. So let's see if the Cougars, I'd have to believe that Kitchell's going to put the press back on here. That's what yielded the benefits in that first quarter, is the Cavaliers really just could not figure out how to break the press. And so good first half for the Cougars, though, as they're up 21-10. And, it's been well distributed across all players. Krenning had a great first half. Mays on the defensive side of the ball, and Bonham really the general out front. Cardi B leading the action for the Cougars. Had a great first half as well. I'm JT Norville alongside Doug Kuhlman here, as we've got a 4-pack tonight. I will be doing the ladies' games. We'll have, and then Brian Bredenstein, help me out, Brent. We're just going to call him Brian because I butchered that. He's going to do the boys' game. So it'll be JV girls here, and then following this, the JV boys, and then varsity girls at 6 o'clock, I think, Brent, if I'm not mistaken. And then we'll finish the night out with Brian and Doug bringing the action of the varsity boys as the last game, all against Bishop DuBourg. As they're getting their money for their bus ride tonight, Brent. 4 games. So we're here at Cougar Stadium here, just off Mexico Road here in St. Peters, Missouri. Thanks for all you fans joining us. And just a reminder, right before the second half gets started here, we've got our text line open. If you want to send us a text, we'd love to hear from you and where you're listening and watching in from. And the number is 314-497-3014. Would love to hear from you. And again, I'm JT Norville alongside Doug Kuhlman and our Director of Sports Technology, Brent Gossett, here in this late afternoon session. The Lady Cougars in their away black jerseys. We had to pivot, I think, last minute as the Cavaliers have shown up in their white jerseys, and the Cougars looking good in their black tonight. So the Cougars are going to get it in the second half, and you've got Caitlin Rice is going to see some minutes here. So you've got Rice, Young, Bola, Kuhlman, and Bonham. So Kuhlman got a break there in that second quarter. Let's see if she can come out and provide a pop to the Cougars here. As Bonham walks it across the Cougar head at half court, kicks it to Rice, inside to Bonham. Bonham finds Bola up, off the mark. Bola gets it again. She's blocked by number 12 there. Did we ever find out who that is?
We do not have a name, no.
So I've got a name for her, and it would be Game Changer. She has changed the game here as she popped in the second quarter, really provided a boost to the Cavaliers. Johnson inside, up, off the mark. Sydney Young goes up the ladder for the rebound. And here come the Cougars the other way. Crossover by Bonham down to Bola. She can't handle it. Good pass there by Bonham, and Bola just couldn't handle it.
I have a number 12 on the roster, JT, the varsity girls roster, but it's their home jersey, and it's a senior. So I highly doubt that is Jordan Roan.
Yeah.
So it must be just somebody we're just missing on our roster here.
So, as I thought, I mentioned in the halftime show, I thought Kitchell would come back with the full court press that yielded the benefits in the first quarter, and he did such, and it's already yielded a turnover here, Doug, to start the second half. Caitlin Rice, one of the flashier players on the Cougar team, always with the socks. What's she got on tonight, Doug?
I tell you what, can't really tell there, but looks like some long socks with blue tops, and what is it? There's some animals on there. Is that a horse?
I don't know. It almost needs to be something we bring up on the screen. I know the fans would love to see that at home.
Absolutely. Going to need Norville, or rather check that, Director of Sports Technology, Brent Gossett, to get some magnifying some odd.
I think they'd call that a Zoom feature.
Is that what it's called?
There's no score yet in the second half, and we started at 21-10, and we're still there. Rice kicks at the bottom in that patented play. Bonham misses the three-pointer from the corner, but she got a great look there.
She really did, and I thought that's one that was going to fall. You know, she's now 1 for 3 on those inbounds plays.
Oh, there's no soup for you. Sydney Young says no, and that's going to create a breakaway for Bonham, but she stutter steps and then puts on the gas.
Job,
Cardi B with the bucket there off the Brent, I think we need to see a replay on that one.
Can we get a replay of that
block.
one there?
Oh, perfect timing
break.
here.
There we go. Let's see a replay.
Here we go.
Replay's coming up.
Missed the block here, but we are going to see this stutter step here. Look at this here, but we are going to see this stutter step here. Look at this stutter step. Oh, all right. We're still working the kinks out on the replays, but you get the point there. Hey,
nice.
We're tweaking it.
He's going to extend the length of the replay there.
Well, that was a long one because it was on both ends. As Kuhlman causes the turnover, and Bonham in and out. Man, that thing was down the hatch.
Replay. That was a potential replay as well.
Look at Kuhlman back on defense, though. Oh, and that's going to be a travel on the Cavaliers.
Well, you got to wonder there. That's number 5, Lydia Bick, and I think she had an open lane to the bucket, and I think if she had that one back, she'd continue down with her right hand there and be able to pop one up from real close.
And just a reminder out there, again, that text chat line is 314-497-3014. Would love to hear from you.
Appreciate those shout-outs we've had thus far, and
Young
those of you joining us on the broadcast.
Inside to Bonham, and Bonham's fouled. That's just the first team foul of this second half, so clean second half so far as Bonham has Young in the corner. Let's see if she can get this one to drop.
Ooh.
Nope, off the mark. On the ground is Caitlin Rice causing the jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Cougars. Boy, I would love to see Young.
Snowmen, those are snowmen on her socks.
Oh, yeah, nice catch. Is it Olaf?
I don't know. Can't really tell. I don't know what Olaf is. Is Olaf a snowman?
Yes. Do you want to build a snowman?
Stop. We just lost 7 viewers when you sang that. We're going to have a walk going the other way. And I'll tell you what, number 20 there for the Cavaliers, Maya Dozier, every time she's gotten the ball there, she's gotten big eyes to the bucket. I think she's walked on about 3 or 4 opportunities.
Bulla tries to set a screen out front to release Bonham, and Rice is going to kick it in the corner to Bonham. Baseline. It's going to stay with the Cougars. Good defense there by the Cavaliers.
Love the ball movement so far.
Bonham finds Kuhlman. No, kicks it to Rice. Rice, 17-footer, just off the mark. Who's there to rebound it? Grace Kuhlman. Where does she go? Her left hand.
A left hand up for the bucket.
But she draws the foul. Love that tenacity of Grace Kuhlman. Always finds that offensive rebound.
Well, she's 0 for 2 on free from the line tonight. Let's see if she can put pair in here, JT, to extend this Cougar lead here.
She's got the biggest fan club here tonight. Up and in, nothing but net. As her fan club loves to see that up there.
JT, quick shout out here from Mary Norville, watching from the Villages in Florida. Thankful to have this broadcast. Fun to get to watch our Cougars listen to the coverage. Go Grace Norville. You could just say go Grace and be right with 2/3 of this team out there because everyone's named Grace. Kanaya Mays checks in for the Cougars, and let's see if she still has that continued tenacity here.
Here it is.
There it is.
Here it is.
Immediately, Kanaya Mays.
Boy, whatever she had for breakfast this morning, she needs to do that for every game day. There's
Absolutely.
an extra gear tonight in Mays' shoes.
That's her. Picks up her. Is that her 4th foul there, JT?
Mays?
Second foul. I think they have it
Second
backwards
team
there.
foul there.
Yeah, I think that's they have a little bit backwards right there.
Jump ball that's going to stay with the Cavaliers as Bonham forces the jump ball. She may have hurt her finger there, Doug.
Yeah,
She's
that's definitely
pulling at
what
her
you don't wanna
left
see.
index finger,
Yeah.
so let's keep an eye on that.
Hopefully that doesn't affect her shot, especially on that 3 ball. Cougars are going to need that.
Maybe it just took the polish off her nail.
There you go.
Deep one, off the mark. Lashley controls the defensive rebound for the Cougars, and here comes Bonham the other way. Ooh, good pass there down to Young.
And we
Brent.
need a replay on that one there, Brent. Let's see it here. Is number 12, again, we do not know her name, brings the ball to the up court. Oh, and a steal from Bonham. We might have another replay. Oh!
We're still on the other replay.
We're still on the other replay.
We're still on the other replay.
We're still on the other replay. There we go. Well,
Now it's too long, Brett.
yeah.
Something in between. How about that?
Well,
Hey, we're still working out the kinks of the replay.
absolutely. And still working on it's a work in progress, and we appreciate it. And again, appreciate all those shout-outs there that we have had.
Bonham up with her first of 2, and the Cougars really start the second half with a 7-0 run.
Well, and the Cougars needed that, JT. Kind of broke out to a 17-2 lead, and then the Cavaliers clawed their way back, and now the Cougars have gone on a pretty good run here to start this third quarter, JT.
Bonham off the mark. Bula with the offensive rebound. Causes the jump ball. Clara Bula. Physical force in the paint to be reckoned with. Bonham finds Rice. Again, those are snowmen on her socks there. Inside to Bula. Bula kicks it to Bonham. Rice dribbles with her left hand up. And she's going to be fouled. Caitlin Rice is going to go to the free throw line there. Good move.
Nice take by Caitlin Rice to draw the foul, and she'll be on the line shooting 2 here to extend this Cougar lead. Cougars lead this game 28-10, middle of that third quarter here, JT.
So she's Bonham right in front of us, still messing with that nail on her left. That's the ring finger, actually, Doug. I called it the index finger earlier, but she's actually tugging at her left ring finger.
Absolutely.
Towards the nail area.
Ouch. Nice bucket by Caitlin Rice there, extends that Cougar lead, and now it's like we're going to have a sub incoming for Carly now, as she mentioned over to Coach Kitchell about her finger. So we have Mark Daniels to go down and take a look at it.
So it looks like she's going to get that taped up. And guess who's on the charge here out front of the press is Kanaya Mays. Steal by Lashley.
Nice steal by Lashley over to Mays. Mays will push it up here, JT.
Mays tries to find Crenning cutting, but that's going to be off the foot of the Cavaliers. Nope, he's going to say it stays with the Cavaliers.
Well, and you want to see number 12 here again. Apologize, do not have her name, but number 12 for the Cavaliers here. Take it up, take it up. And there
She's
she goes.
pierced that. Somebody's got to be willing to take a charge out front,
Yeah, 'cause
Doug.
she's just lowering her head and just going. So if I'm number 12, I'm keeping doing that too, JT.
All right, 29-10, 2:45 left in this third quarter. In the corner there for the Cavaliers, and they've took an extra step, and that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, that's about the 10th time that the Cavaliers have done that, JT. That's just one where I think their eyes get big and they see an open lane to the bucket and they just start walking as opposed to putting the ball in the court.
And Crenning dribbles off her foot, but Mays was there to collect it. Mays goes right, up, soft floater, good touch there, but just off the mark. An offensive rebound, 15-footer by Lashley off the mark. Johnston's going to control the rebound, and Bull is going to be called for the over the back.
Tell you what, I really like Lashley's shot there. That was a good shot, nice square up, and she's got a good release, and she's going to continue shooting that, and it's going to fall. She's had a good game thus far.
Grace Lashley, just a solid player. When you put her in, you know what you're going to get. A lot of tenacity on both sides of the court. And there she is, trying to step in front of the pass there.
Consistency is the word I like for Grace Lashley. You know what you're going to get, like you said, JT, and you're going to get a player that's playing hard, the entire game.
That's the word I was looking for, Doug. That's why we're such a great pair, consistency.
There you go.
And that's another travel for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I didn't see a travel there, but nevertheless, officials did, and ball go back over to the Cougars, JT.
29-10. The Cougars throwing a shutout in this third quarter, Doug, as Young checks in for Bulla.
Well, like you said, JT, we got a full slate of games today. This is just the first of 4 tonight. Long night of basketball.
Just settle in at your couch at home and enjoy the action of a full night of Cougars. How can you go wrong with that, Doug?
You can't. You absolutely can't.
Grab a snack. Oh, Mays almost.
Now that's going to be over and back because I don't think Kanaya got to that. Good call by the official there, JT.
Kanaya came to play tonight, folks.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen this energy out of her until tonight, really. There's been flashes of it, but love to see that consistency the whole game. Rice out front of Mays from the top of the key.
Oh.
She's going to be fouled.
She's going to get 3 free throws now. I think Kanaya's not sure if she's going to be shooting. Kanaya, get over there to the line. You're going to get 3 shots. Extend this Cougar lead here as we get near the end of the third quarter. JT, as Kanaya is on the line here to shoot 3 shots, I think we need to start having that discussion about who is going to be that Claw Award winner here. Even though we got another quarter to go.
No, I really like, Bonham has played a very solid game for the Cougars, but, I'm keeping my eyes on Ella Crenning as well because she's been able to control the basketball out front for the Cougars, and that's a great addition to having instead of Bonham having to do the workload.
Yep.
So, and then Mays would be my other option. I mean, she has caused a lot of havoc for the Cavaliers.
I think we're going to have to use this fourth quarter here to figure out who is going to be the Claw Award winner.
I missed the call there, Doug, but she did something illegally at the free throw lane.
I think Kanaya there stepped on the line, which makes it a lane violation, so she does not have an opportunity to shoot that third free throw.
Johnston drives on Young. Off the mark, Crenning checks her feet like a receiver on the NFL, and she saves it out of bounds as she goes with her left hand, dribbles in the corner. Not a great place to be, Doug. If you want to dribble somewhere, your first option is not to dribble to the corner, but I think it gives us a good opportunity after a timeout there by Coach Kitchell to hear from our sponsors.
Absolutely. Let's go to our gold and our silver sponsors. Our gold sponsor tonight and every night here, Signature Orthopedics, and also our silver sponsors, Athletico Physical Therapy, A&W All-American Food, Jim Sill and Jim Sprick, the owners there, and also Ricky and Lynn Bertel of Car Shield. So once again, Signature Medical, Athletico Physical Therapy, A&W All-American Food, and Car Shield. Thank you very much for your support of Lutheran High School.
Thank you for all the sponsorships out there. And if you're just joining us, this is the JV Lady Cougars taking on the Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers from South City, St. Louis, joining us out here in St. Charles County on this frigid January afternoon. As I told Doug earlier, playing kind of hooky from work right now, so hopefully nobody at the office is listening.
But where else would you rather be, JT? Hold on, aren't you the boss? Doesn't matter where you are.
I don't
be
know
wherever
that
you
they
want.
view it that way. So, Kuhlman hits the deck. She's fouled.
I don't really know if that was a foul. I think she kind of flopped there, but
I tell you, she's hit her head. She may start. That's probably the 10th time this season she's hit her head. I think maybe need to start wearing a helmet, Doug.
Yeah.
Deep to Rice, and that's not Jerry Rice, but Caitlin Rice catches it.
Rice. Oh, Caitlin Rice will be at the line now shooting a pair. Again, right place at the right time with that offensive board, pulls it down, and Cougars have been stuck on this 28, 29 points here now for the last 3 or 4 minutes, JT. Need to get some buckets.
They have held the Cavaliers to no points.
Correct.
Lorraine. So Carly Bonham just gave me a shout out as she entered the game here. Grandma from, I think, if I'm not mistaken, either Washington or Oregon. I can't remember, but out on the West Coast.
Oh, nice.
Lorene is watching. Grandma Lorene, happy to have you.
Well, give us a quick text and let us know where.
Yes.
314-497-3014. Again, 314-497-3014. Grandma, let us know where you're watching from, because you know what I like to call Oregon, Washington is God's country.
Is that right,
Absolutely.
Doug?
Pacific Northwest, PNW, God's country.
So, Doug, obviously you've spent some time out there. What should our fans know?
Well, it's God's country, if that's all you need to know. No, the land of mountains and lakes and rivers and wonderful weather. You know, we don't have humidity over there at all. It's more of a Mediterranean climate.
It's good to know, Doug.
Yep.
As
Grew
we
up
sit
there.
here in
Grew up there.
the frigid Midwest right now.
Yeah. It never gets below freezing. Well, that's not true, but
Rarely.
rarely, yes. Not a
Young
lot
with
of
the
ice.
steal, and speaking of Bonham, here she goes on the drive, kicks it to Kuhlman up with the left hand,
Oh!
high off the glass and off the mark.
I think she was anticipating the foul there, and she's going to go to the line to shoot two. Luckily, she did make those last two, so she's now 4 of 6 from the line tonight. Grace Coleman is. We'll see if she can put a couple pair in here to extend this Cougar lead as we tick down to the end of the third quarter, JT.
And not just because Grandma just, I'm sorry, Carly B just said, her grandma was listening, but that's the sort of unselfish play that a Claw Award will get you.
Absolutely.
And she's done that multiple times tonight, Doug, as
Yep.
she's finding that open person as the point guard there, and then also providing impact on the defensive end.
She's definitely one of those 3 we're looking at for the Cougar Award.
Kuhlman forces the jump ball in the corner there, and it's going to stay with the Cavaliers.
Huh? Oh, it's not open. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't think it is either.
Doug, 33-10. The Cougars have a chance to throw a shutout in this third quarter.
Yeah, it's been a good defensive effort thus far.
Off the mark for the Cavaliers, and Bonham controls the rebound, and she kicks it out. The Cavaliers recovered. 17-footer on the mark.
Nice.
Carly Bonham with the 16-footer there off the wing.
And you like that, as she goes in like she's attacking, and then she's able to pull it back out and be able to pop that in for 2.
Good defense there on the baseline by Lashley, as number 12 for the Cavaliers tried to get around the baseline there. Lashley says, no thank you.
Once again, Lashley with a great defensive effort, JT.
Carly Bonham causes the jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Cavaliers. 35-10, 7.6 left in this third quarter. This JV girls action here from St. Peters, Missouri. The Cougars in their black and the Cavaliers from Bishop DuBourg in their white. Three-pointer off the mark. Lashley, 2 seconds. Bonham's got to chuck it just a hair late, and that's going to be wide right anyway, Doug.
Nevertheless, that was a good way to end that quarter and to hold the Cavaliers scoreless there, JT, in that quarter.
And let's hear from more of our sponsors, Doug.
Absolutely. A couple family members here. Kevin and Toby Albrecht, Michael and Lori Alberts, the Reverend Jason and Carla Oranger, Scott and Darlene Burke, Carla and Lisa Bulla, Andrew and Ellen Barnett, Matt and Mary Bradford, Ricky and Lynn Bertel, Andy and Lynette Caleros, Kevin and Rosie Cantrell, Dr. Jim and Lori Chandler, Dave and Kathy Chapin, Matt and Sarah Civilli, Travis and Billy Kofel, Jared and Lisa Connor, Dr. Dick and Marcia Craven, Eric and Tina Dunlap, Dr. Craig and Tammy Ernstmeyer, Matt and Tiffany Feldake, Mike and Dr. Amy Fridley, Chris and Jill Gerstner, Nate and Stephanie Gellner. Thank you very much. And we'll read the rest of those names here at a break during the fourth quarter here of our white level sponsors. Thank you very much for your support.
Well, thank you, fans, for tuning in to the action here, the Claw broadcast. I'm JT Norville alongside Doug Kuhlman and our Director of Sports Technology, Brent Gossett. The Claw broadcast here is our second night on the air here, Doug.
It is, and it's fun. Here's a quick update there on where Carly's mom is tuning in from Atlanta.
Oh,
So she is watching the game from Atlanta.
so
hello,
just a bit outside.
Hello, Mrs. Bonham, watching from Atlanta. Wonderful.
Well, I completely butchered that, Doug.
No. That was her
Oh,
mom.
that's her mom.
That's her
Okay,
mom.
okay.
Yeah, not grandma. That's her mom. We're still waiting on confirmation where grandma's from.
Okay. So Bonham is really wanting that claw award there. What happened there?
For some reason, we're
Doug?
going to get a technical here on somebody. I didn't really see the number. Let's see if we can catch a number here, JT.
We've got number 4 with a push, 2 shots. And then we have number 4 with the technical, which is another personal foul. We'll shoot the technical second.
Looks like Kanaya's going to pick up a foul there, and we're going to get a little explanation on. I'm not really sure what she did. Probably just didn't like the foul call, but nevertheless, is that Kanaya's 5th foul? I think that's going to be Kanaya's 5th foul, JT.
Sorry, Doug. I'm trying to listen in to the explanation here in front of us.
We also have a bad information here. We could not read Carly Bonham's lips real well because we thought she said Washington. Grandma's in Michigan. Michigan. So we need to work on our lip reading ability here. I blame that one on Brent Gossett.
No,
our
I do
director
recall
of sports
that.
technology. He needs to get better at helping us out here.
I do recall that from Friday. that is a complete mess. So to bring you up to speed on the action there, Mays was called for a blocking foul, and then I think she said something to the ref afterwards, and she was teed up for a technical foul. So she is sent to the bench, and as Coach Kitchell got the explanation there from the refs, and it's going to be a turnover on the Cavaliers.
Yeah, boy, and another travel by the Cavaliers here, JT. They just keep shuffling their feet once they get the ball. Very interesting. So, got to get better there.
Krenning kicks it to Kuhlman. Kuhlman over to Rice. Kuhlman kicks it to Rice, 15-footer baseline, just off the mark, but who's there for the rebound? Grace Kuhlman. I don't know. Kuhlman's saying, hey, don't forget about me, Claw.
Yeah. Well, we got three young ladies here, all in the running for the Claw. We had a 4th here. We got even a harder decision to make, JT, as we're ticking down towards the end of this game here.
Kuhlman at the free throw line makes it 36-12. 6 minutes and 27 seconds left in this JV Cougars basketball game here on this Tuesday afternoon start. And the Cavaliers control the rebound on the miss by Kuhlman at the free throw.
And that's her 10th free throw of the game, JT, and she's hit 7 of them. So
that's not too bad.
Not a bad effort, but again, they're called free throws. It should be 10 for 10.
Good defense there by Bulla. She wouldn't let Johnston on the baseline. And Krenning comes away from it. Krenning's going to take it to the dish. Just off the mark, Rice gets the rebound. Boy, Caitlin Rice,
yeah,
what a good
Caitlin
game.
Rice, she's also one. We might need to add another person there up for the Claw Award because she continues to just be at the right place at the right time. So
just her socks alone give her a neck above or a foot above everybody else.
Right.
Caitlin Rice, nothing but net, 37-12.
Could hear that up here.
And Mays is going to check back in for Kuhlman. So you got Norval, Bola, Rice, Krenning, and Mays.
Oh, 2 swishes from Caitlin Rice. Nice shots.
As the Cavaliers come.
Here?
Good defense there by Norval, and Krenning's going to rip it out of there. Ella Krenning's wanting that Claw Award as Mays kicks it up a gear and drives around the Cavaliers, but they're going to choose to set it up. Mays, turn around 15-footer on the baseline off the mark. And the Cavaliers are going to come the other way.
Well, still love the defensive pressure there of Mays. I know she picked up those couple fouls there, and love her attitude and demeanor there. She continues to have a little adversity after picking up those 2 fouls there here a couple minutes ago, JT.
Krenning out front, really loved how she's controlling the basketball. Norval over the Rice. Good kick there by Norval to Rice, but Rice couldn't finish that one, and it's controlled by the Cavaliers.
Kanaya Mays. Now we're gonna have thought we were gonna have a foul there. I didn't see a carry.
Johnston's going to be called for the carry there, Doug.
Yeah, Audrey Johnson, I think, looks a little confused. And, if I'm looking at Brent Gossett here, our Director of Sports Technology, he's scratching his head as well, going, what was that call? But nevertheless, the ball goes over to the Cougars.
Krenning sends it to Mays, somehow threads the needle there. I don't think she was open, but somehow Mays grabbed that, and she was fouled, and she's going to go to the line for 2.
And I'd love to see Kanaya here put these in. You know, she had those 3 shots earlier, and actually stepped on the line in her 3rd shot, so it was a non-call, but missed those first 2, so she can put them in here.
Bingo.
Nice shot. Stands 1 for 3 from the line right now.
And that's Lashley for Crenning.
Well, and the Cougars here, as we tick down in this game, 5 minutes, 2 seconds left. Cougars get a few more points here. We can turn on this turbo clock and get out of here sooner and get this JV boys game started sooner, JT.
And can you explain the turbo clock for the fans
yeah,
at home?
once you're up a certain amount of points here in that 4th quarter, 30 points rather, you're going to that clock's going to be running regardless during free throws, during any dead balls. It's going to continue to run as long as that point differential stays above 30.
What is that certain amount of points,
30.
Doug?
Yeah,
30.
30.
Sorry, I missed that. Or wasn't listening. Let's just say that.
That's par for the course with me. you jest.
Good movement
I'm
there.
Yeah,
No, good movement there by the Cavaliers, but they turned it over.
Had about 17 passes there in a row. Boom, 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 boom. Then all of a sudden just threw the ball away. So good ball movement. You want to see them kind of get it inside, see if they can get a nice easy bucket like they were able to earlier in the game, JT.
Yeah, that's where they made hay in the 2nd quarter there.
Yeah.
Mays finds Norval. Norval kicks it to Bulla. She takes the NBA extra step there, but no goal.
Might have been an extra step or 2, but hey.
That's how Kitchell designed that one up. Maybe a one dribble, but
we call that a LeBron.
Yes.
When you take 4 steps.
Bulla's going to get the turnover, and Mays is going to bring it across half court. Finds Bulla down on the block, up and off the mark, and Lashley's going to tip it out of the bounds, and it's going to the Cavaliers.
Thought she was able to get that bucket in there, so way to use the backboard there.
And
Carly.
Kitchell's going to call a timeout here. Did I see that? No.
No. Looks like we got a sub coming in here. Number 33, freshman Caroline Darden is checking out for the Cavaliers, JT.
Out front.
Well, we got 4 minutes left here, JT.
It's like a pinball machine with that one. Deep 3 off the mark for the Cavaliers, and Mays controls the long rebound as she dances along the right side all the way up, and she's fouled.
You know, I call that 3. I call that a Spicer 3 is what I call that, because that's what we see when we watch varsity basketball, JT, and we see Jordan Spicer pulling up from 25 feet. That was definitely a Spicer. Yeah.
Speaking of that, Doug, we witnessed Lutheran High history the other night. The freshman, if you joined us for the varsity game, Jordan Spicer set a single-season Lutheran Cougar record with 62 threes in the year as a freshman.
Yep.
I got a feeling she's going to be setting multiple Lutheran Cougar records throughout her career here.
There might be a couple more here, JT. Absolutely, this season or this season alone, let alone as a freshman, has 3 more seasons here.
Mays, off the mark.
And if you have fans at home, you notice that clock was running. That was running on purpose because the Cougars are now up 30. So henceforth, that clock is going to run unless the Cavaliers can bring it below 30-point threshold.
So you and Brian are going to take the JV boys game, give my voice a break.
There you go.
But it'll be a new stream for the fans out there, the JV boys.
Yeah, make sure you're looking on our Lutheran High School YouTube. If you simply search Lutheran activities, you'll be able to see those 4 separate streams for the 4 games tonight. Reminder that we do, following this game here, start at 3:30. Supposed to start at 4:45. Will be a couple minutes after. It'll be the JV boys, followed by the varsity girls, and then finally our nightcap, the varsity boys. So we have a nice, what we call here at Lutheran High, a 4-banger. 4-pack, a 4-banger of games against South City Bishop DuBourg Cavaliers coming out here to St. Charles for our conference basketball games.
So cozy it up and make it a Lutheran Cougar night against Bishop DuBourg as I'll be back at the 6 p.m. broadcast of the varsity girls. Kick the Bonham to Mays. Good unselfish play there by Bonham.
Oh,
Young comes in and cleans it up.
Nice work by Sydney Young to be in the right place at the right time. And hopefully Grandma and Grandpa watching from Florida were able to see that. We might need a replay of that one. Looks like Gossett's checking his Facebook. He's falling asleep on the job.
That's going to be a foul on Mays. And
Let's see a replay there, that Sydney Young one there. Right?
We've got to start talking about the Claw Award here.
We really do. We really do.
We've got to converse here.
Give us a moment as we kind of start using pointing and checking and doing that kind of thing. And again, this clock's going to continue to run, JT. Cougars do lead this game by more than 30. By my math, it's 32 points right now. So, so that point, Cougars are going to go on to win this game, JT, and that's good. This is their second home game on the season after
Bonham kicks it to
taking a loss on
Lashley.
the
Sorry,
first
Doug.
one. No, you're good.
Caitlin Rice.
Caitlin Rice with the range.
She says, "Don't forget about me, Doug."
Absolutely.
For the Claw Award, the senior here. This is a toss-up. This is the hardest one we've had.
It
in the
really
booth
is.
here.
Usually it's real easy. I mean, last game it was far and away the Claw Award winner was Sydney Young. I mean, there was no question. And now we're looking at this one. We got less than a minute to figure this out, JT.
Yeah. Well. Oh, Sydney Young, no soup for you there. As she gets a great smile there if she finished that one off.
Good rebound by Lashley.
Well, 30 seconds left, Doug. We're going to call the Claw Award.
We're getting there. Grace Lashley puts it up for 2. Puts it up for 2.
So
to
we're
extend that
conversing
lead.
here for the Claw Award
Hold on
here.
1 minute. We'll come up with that. Our director of sports technology is not really helping us out because he says flip a coin, but
Well, we're going to give it to Caitlin Rice.
we're going to go with Caitlin
Okay.
Rice.
Not give it.
Absolutely.
She earned it.
Earned
okay.
it. Caitlin Rice earned that.
I don't have the stats
What a
there,
great
but
game.
she came out to play, the senior, number 5.
Well, I think she had 8 points.
Yeah, and
8 points tonight.
8 points, minutes on both sides, really a contribution here to the Lutheran Cougars, and she's played all 4 seasons, I think, here for the Cougars. So the Claw Award goes to Caitlin Rice, one of my favorite players with those long socks, always a very colorful player. So as we wrap up at 48-12, Doug, and you and Brian are going to take the JV game. So until then, later tonight, join me and Doug for the girls. Join me and Doug for the girls varsity game. Over and out.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Be great.
Participate!